SLS is back. SLS is back. SLS is back. SLS is back. It's a new season. It's a new season. It's a new season. It's a new season. We all around the globe. All around the globe. All around the globe. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. 2024. First things first. 7-figure purse. 1.8 million whole tour going locations. She amazing and the crowd going crazy. Brought the streets to the league. Apex, what's that? Spot base contest added to the map. Did y'all hear what I said? Get it through your head. Brand new stops, SLS St. Paris. 2024, we just up the score. Are we coming to your city? I don't know, just check the tour.
Begins for SLS with the start of the 2024 Championship Tour. For stop 1 of 8, we're kicking things off from Paris, France, a European hub of culture, history, and marvel skate spots. Today we're inside the sold-out Adidas Arena for the finals with the top 6 skaters in the world going for the win and championship points on the line. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I'm Paul Zitzer along with Sean Malto. Sean, Paris has turned out for this contest. The excitement inside this arena has been electric.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I mean, this is the very first stop of the 2024 season, and the knockout round has already been the best yet. And if that's any indication of what we have in store, I'm so excited for this whole year, and just Paris is a beautiful city.
And take a look at our start list for the finals. We have a great lineup. Chloe Covell coming out of Australia, and 4 Japanese skaters making it to the finals. Yumeka Oda, Liz Akama, Funa Nakayama, and Momiji Nishiya. And then the 2-time defending Super Crown champ, Rayssa, Leal. Sean, who do you like out here?
I mean, 2-time defending champ.
Easy.
Rayssa. You know, she did roll her ankle a little bit in the knockout round, but was able to work through that. Put together an amazing, dominant performance, as always. But then there's Chloe Covell. She split the winnings of last year with Rayssa. Also went down, has 2 stitches in her knee. But, man, they are warriors, and they're battling and killing it out there.
And we've seen the Japanese skaters coming up in a huge way the last few years. Momiji Nishiya specifically. Last year, she landed on the podium at all 4 stops. 3 of those stops, she placed second. She's missed winning by that much. Today could be your day. But first, let's talk about how these finals work with the basics presented by Tech Deck. There are 2 sections to Street League. The line section and single tricks section. Each skater gets 2 45-second line attempts, followed by 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. The top 4 scores count towards the skater's final score, with a maximum of 1 line score, but it's not required. Those are the basics. Brought to you by Tech Deck. For more on this course, we're about set and ready to go. But first, we're going to send it down to the 3rd member of our crew, Andrew Cannon.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, this course is a little different than ones we've seen in the past. It's sort of lacking that traditional big section. But what's great about it is this has an opportunity for everyone to get really technical, and we're going to see better scored and better, higher tricks. Now, if we look at the knockout round, we saw some tricks in that higher 8 range, and hopefully now that all the skaters know what things are scoring, they're going to be bringing all the big stuff here to the finals. For more on it, though, let's check in with the skaters in this course preview presented by Rumble Sports.
It's really surprising, actually. Like, it's very different than all the other courses I've skated. It's fun that everything is centered and like kind of low, but still kind of hard. Like, it's sick. I love it.
The course, it's a different course than we see normally, I think, at SLS. Yeah, it's a bit hard, to be honest. So I had to get used to it in the first half hour. But now, when I see the angles, how you need to ride up to the rails, it's kind of fun, yeah.
I like it. I like the course. It's different, but it's cool. It's like it took everyone a little bit to figure it out, but it's everyone's doing different things, which is nice to see. Getting a little bit out of everyone's comfort zone. It's not too big, which makes you head out of there, but I think it's cool. I'm enjoying it.
I really like the course. I really like the rail over there. This little line here. I'm doing like twist flip and no big spin. So yeah, really good. It's fun.
I always just like the hubbas. It's my favorite thing.
Okay, in my opinion, that rubber is like a rail. It's okay, but the black one is pretty good. It's like small, so it's good. The course is like fine, it's pretty good.
So we heard from the skaters about the course. Sean, we saw some of that play out in the qualifying round, the use of the course, the angles.
Yeah, everything in the middle has a different angle on it. So some things are a little harder to get to, but it made for an exciting knockout round because you did see a variety of different tricks on a lot of different obstacles.
It really did, and it mixed up the lines really well, but it seemed like even in single trick section, people were having to adjust to hit those spots. And now, it's time to meet the finalists at the first final of the 2024 Championship Tour from SLS. Chloe Covell, age 14, first in. She won 2 stops last year. Can she start this year off on the same foot? We'll see.
Yumeka Oda from Japan, the young technician.
And as we mentioned, 4 Japanese skaters here in today's final. The Barley Grind boss, Liz Akama, 15 years old.
And Funa Nakayama, my fellow from Crooker, cover thrasher, legend.
And Olympic gold medalist from Tokyo, Momiji Nishiya.
Last but not least, the 2-time defending champion, Rayssa Leal.
So this is the first stop of 2024, and we got a lot more going on this year. 3 Apex stops in Las Vegas. That's filler. We also have major events happening in San Diego, California in April, Australia in October. In November, we're heading to Tokyo, Japan, and we're gonna finish the year once again in December, taking it back to Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Super Crown Final. It's gonna be a great season.
It's a heavy lineup.
And points are on the line. People trying to qualify back into the Super Crown this year. And here we are. It's time for the finals. The sold-out arena. Chloe Covell from Australia coming in. This is run number 1 of 2. There you go. Huge kickflip. That is a risky start to a run.
Risky start, but also very smart. You got to take a lot of speed to get there, so it's not wasting clock all the way. So it's good that she kind of started with that, because the time doesn't start until you pop your tail.
We talk about clutch skaters a lot, and yeah, they made it to the final. In fact, it's bookended with clutch skaters. Chloe to start things out, Rayssa to finish it. We'll see if any of the skaters in between can compete.
Switch heel to end it. On the buzzer. I feel like they usually give the tie to the runner, right?
Especially when you make all your tricks.
Yeah.
If you bail somewhere in between, then if you skate past the buzzer, forget that. But Chloe handling it. Front nose grind, no problem. Front feeble, down the rail hubba. DeCenzo coined it the rubba. We're going with it. There's Chloe's dad. He's been coaching, and it seems to work. Chloe with the 7.8 to kick things off. The first of 4 Japanese skaters here in the finals. Yumeka Oda, famous for the kickflip front feeble, 9.4.
I feel like this is a good course for Yumeka. One of the few that can flip in and flip out of tricks.
We saw the Japanese skaters come up after, especially after Tokyo Olympics. And keep that in mind as we head into the next Olympics here in Paris. Are we going to see some French skaters come up because of that? I hope. And we got 2 in the men's finals tonight.
Barely getting onto that 50-50.
Waxing the side of the leg to get onto it. Yumeka's best ever SLS finish, 2nd place in Jacksonville 2022. So many of these skaters have come so close to winning. We'll see if they can break on through here in Paris.
Yeah, that was close.
Dodged the bullet.
I mean, yes, you know, this isn't a big course. Everything is relatively low, but the speed's so hard that, you know, you can't really get a lot of speed to gap out the thing, so it still isn't easy.
Liz Akama in for her first of 2 runs. Oh, no! It's not the way we want to start. Only one of the 2 runs can count, but neither of them has to count towards the skater's final score. In some of the groups in the knockout rounds, we saw skaters manage to get through with a fall or 2 in the finals. Not going to cut it. Proper frontside big spin into the bank.
So the fakey big spin out of the bank.
And some of these obstacles on this course are loosely modeled after famous French skate spots. Republique Square.
Loosely.
You know, it's banks.
Yeah. It's a bank.
But the layout is familiar.
Front big in. Fakey big out.
Liz with the 3.7 on deck. Funa Nakayama. Again, another Japanese skater who has finished in 2nd place in an SLS event. She did that at the 2022 Super Crown in Rio.
Yeah, well, it was just a little bit of a wobbly nose blunt, right? Almost had it.
Could have been it.
Yeah, landed it, but just a little sketchy.
Signature move for Funa. Front crook. Nice half gap heel. Up the Euro. Dip front Smith.
Frontside air.
At the buzzer.
That half cab heel, you don't see that in contests very often at all.
It's an easy trick to fall on.
There.
It's easy to do a half cab judo instead of a heel.
Yeah.
3.1. In next, also from Japan, Momiji Nishiya, defending Olympic gold medalist. Again, podium every spot. Last year, starting out with the Suski grind. She has a unique bag of tricks and a great style to back him up.
She's been trying to dry that shoe off for half the run now.
Feeble grind transfer into the bank. Running out of time in that run because of the fall. So throwing a really hard trick in the middle of a somewhat mediocre run was just the fall really threw off the whole momentum there.
Yeah, 2 of the tricks that she did in this run, she did in the single tricks for the knockout round. So
good stuff.
she is stepping it up, but just didn't come all together right there.
5.7. And that brings us to the most dominant skater in SLS in the last 2 years. She's won 8 of the last 11 stops, 2-time defending champ right here. And you can see it immediately. She drops in and goes. She's got all the tricks.
Yeah. I love that combo too, the back blunt to the front blunt.
So proper on the flick. Making the back look easy. 10 seconds. So she had a perfect run down until 5 seconds left. Got a little hung up on the back Smith.
I think she'll be all right.
The run was full of hard tricks. All done properly. No slide 2 semi shove. Trying to catch a 7.8 from Chloe Covell. Other than Pamela Rosa, Chloe's the only one to have beaten Rayssa in the last 11 contests. 6.1 for Rayssa. After run number 1 of 2 here in the women's final from Paris, Chloe Covell in the lead. We'll be back with second runs after this. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast, by Région Île-de-France, who proudly supports SLS and supports sports in the Olympic and Paralympic Games. Let's win together. By Kariyuma, old school sneaker, new school ethics. And by Tech Deck. Start small, go big. Welcome back to the 2024 SLS Championship Tour from Paris, France. By far one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and it has been a great spot to host the first event of 2024. There's our current leader, Chloe Covell, and never a dull moment for these skaters on the tour. Travel, injuries, jet lag. We caught up with Chloe to hear about her time here in Paris in this Pro Perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
Paris is cool. From the top floor of my hotel, I can see the Eiffel Tower. Practice is fun. The course is really fun. It feels like a street spot plaza. I was trying a crook on the SLS out hover. Something weird just happened and then I kind of belly flopped on the ledge. And yeah, I ended up with stitches. I'll just see how it feels tomorrow and hopefully I'll skate, but it could have been a lot worse. My goals are just to have fun, progress from my tricks last year, and all of us are just making the progression go really fast, which is amazing because then other girls can keep coming up and doing what we're doing. All of them are amazing to watch, they're insane skaters, but Momiji and Rayssa just set the tone for women's skating, and I definitely think in the future that the girls are gonna be able to skate with the guys, but I mean the guys are doing the same, they're progressing really fast, women's are progressing really fast, so maybe we can just progress together and yeah, skate comps against each other someday.
There is Chloe Covell. Sean, there's different types of injuries, but a gashed knee.
A gashed knee. If you put stitches in my knee, you wouldn't see me for like 2 weeks. Let alone be skating in a street league final
The next day.
and being in the first spot.
Kick flip, fatty to flatty. Get it going. Back 50 transfer. Straight to the crook. Down the hubba.
Love that nollie flip.
Standing on that front nose grind. Stepping things up here in the final.
Wow, what a run. I'm gonna say too, I let her get away with the switch heel on the first one. Mob. But that one, that switch heel on the second one, that was a good switch heel.
That run had it all, starting with the kick flip to flat.
Kickflip front board, just sitting on it, chilling.
And the rubber front feed.
We didn't get a look at that switch heel, but that was the better switch heel I've ever seen her do.
Score 8.0. So Chloe increases her lead in her second run. Yumeka Oda coming in for her second of 2. Coming off of 4.2. As you can see already, these skaters have to do it all and stay on. That's what it's going to take to win. You know, Chloe and Rayssa almost always deliver. Yumeka making it happen.
I feel like Yumeka's skating as well. Her strong suit isn't the runs. But if she can get a good run, it'll free her up a little bit. For the strong, I feel like her strong suit is the single tricks, the kick with front feebles, crook nollie flips. Perfect front feeble.
4.4. Slight improvement. It's not going to change things too much. Next in, also from Japan. Now, I'd say the reverse is true of Liz Akama. Really good at the runs. Puts a bunch of tricks together. Can get a great score. Oh, that's nice. Front 180 figure nose grind.
Smith grind on the ledge. 180 nose grind with the flip board. Love it. Jeff Rally style. Wow.
Last year in Tokyo in practice, she went for a barley grind on the sign and hung up and got destroyed. We didn't see her after that until now.
One of the worst slams.
Yeah, it was
wild.
Upside down to the dome. But she's back and made it here to the finals at the first stop here in Paris.
It's a good start, 180 nose grind. Perfect.
But Liz struggling some in the run section, so she is going to have to look to single tricks. .3.8. Funa Nakayama, definitely great at single tricks, but when it comes together in the line section, she can get big scores too.
Barely getting up on that back flip.
Front 5-0. Signature front feeble. Quick front tail.
Safety front tail.
Solid, but not the hardest tricks.
No, I mean, I know she didn't put together her first run how she wanted to, but this, I think this was too much of a safety run for her. The front crook was great down the big section, but everything else, she skipped on the half cab heel. She didn't really slide the tail slide.
6.0, solid score. But Chloe way out there with an 8 even. Momiji knows how to flow through the course. She's got to stay on though, starting with that back Susky grind. Very casual style. Makes everything look easy. Nice feeble transfer. Was she setting up for the nollie heel out?
Absolutely. Yeah. Trying to reset right now.
That's time. Now we're starting to see why it's so hard to beat Chloe and Rayssa. They come out with the hardest tricks every time and they stay on. And so even really good skating,
Yeah.
not getting it done.
Yeah, Rayssa and Chloe, they have just made it, they made it so, like, you can't just skate good, you gotta skate exceptional. They have pushed the bar so high.
Rayssa had a great first run until the end. Let's see if she can finish in her second of 2.
Holding on. I tripped on Rayssa. She seems to have so much power when she skates. She can overpower a course.
Hey,
surprisingly. Rayssa not getting it done all the way in either run.
It's that rail hubba. So wide up top, going for a back tail, you really need to like almost ollie up into a front blunt.
Over. Yeah, she got rejected.
Just slipped right out of there.
3.5. So not the start Rayssa's looking for, but we've seen her do it time and again, come through in the single tricks. Let's take a look here at the 2023 winners. A look back to last year. Started things off in Chicago. It was all Brazil, Rayssa and Kelvin Hoffler getting his first win after 7-8 years. And then in Tokyo, Japan, Chloe Covell getting her first of 2 wins. Yuto Horigome shut it down there. And then in Sydney, Chloe doing it in front of the home crowd. And Felipe Gustavo got his first ever SLS win after years. And then that Super Crown final in Sao Paulo. It's all Brazil, Rayssa and Giovanni Vianna. Not only his first SLS win, but making it a Super Crown win. And the momentum from 2023 is still rolling as we kick off stop number 1 of our 2024 season. Let's check out the highlights from 2023 in the Look Back presented by Nakayama.
Rayssa's on course.
Current leader after the run section, the Australian Chloe Covell. When we come back, single tricks, and we'll crown the winner from Paris. Stick around.
E aí galera, tudo bem com vocês? Meu nome é Rayssa Leal e hoje eu vou mostrar pra vocês o que eu levo na mala pra Street League em Paris. Primeira coisa é os adesivos, minha chavinha de skate tá aqui dentro, endoterra também, olhinhos pra acalmar, nossa, caderninho, porque tem que estudar. E umas roupinhas também, né? Como eu não sabia que ia estar frio em Paris, na verdade é que eu não tinha visto. Mas aqui, como aqui em LA, Los Angeles está bem frio, por causa do frio. Mas aí, ó, já preparadíssima pro frio. E com muito estilo também, que é bem bonito esse casaco. E mais nem menos importante, a gente tem que colocar um tênisinho extra, caso a mala vá para outro lugar do mundo que a gente não sabe. Eu levo 2 shapes na outra mala, mais o skate completo. De novo, caso a mala vá para outro lugar do planeta Terra. Então é isso é tudo que eu tô levando para Paris e eu vejo vocês lá. Espero que vocês tenham gostado. Fechou? Bye.
Some swag.
Yeah, she's looking
You pack
tight.
your fire jacket?
Oh yeah, well, I mean, this is more like blue collar fire. It's like, I could go work in this.
Blue collar fire. Love that.
But she's killing it. She's making it happen. Great looking jackets though, I'm telling you that. But your shirt's fire too. I like that. Good stuff.
Thank you. Favorite cafe?
Super Crown champs from the past few years. Back-to-back, Rayssa Leal for Brazil. Before that, back-to-back, Pamela Rosa, Brazil. And way back in 2018 was the last time we saw a Japanese skater win an SLS event. Aori Nishimura. And we've got 4 Japanese skaters in tonight's finals trying to follow in her footsteps, but they're not making it happen yet. Comes down to single tricks. Right now, Chloe and Rayssa in those top 2 spots.
But these Japanese skaters are on the rise.
They really are, but
they've been close.
Not easy. They've been close so many times. We're doing a re-rack based on the standings after the 2 lines. So Liz Akama will be coming in, the first of 4 Japanese skaters, and then Rayssa and Chloe have final say. Single trick. Let's talk once again about how this contest works with the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. There are 2 sections to Street League, the line section, which we already saw, and the single trick section. Each skater gets the 2 45-second line attempts, followed by the upcoming 5 single trick attempts. A skater's top 4 scores count towards the final score. A maximum of 1 line will be taken, but it is not required. A skater can win with just single tricks if they make 4 hammers. Liz Akama in. There we go, the Barley Boss. Barley grind anything, Liz Akama. Good start.
Good start. Barley grind, also taking it back to regular is a nice touch.
Can you barley grind?
I cannot barley grind.
It takes a certain kind of skater. It takes a Jack Olsen.
Or a Donnie Barley.
Yeah.
Jack Olsen. Great barley grind.
Yeah, it's crazy. Down double, triple king. 7.3. Super high score. See how quick everything can change? So the first 4 attempts will be under this same start list, and then there's another re-rack for the 5th and final attempt to determine the winner. Yumeka Oda putting it down in her first of 5 tries. No problem.
No problem.
That sort of has become her go-to trick. Kicky front board, and then she can always bump the game up to kickflip front feeble when needed.
It even looked like that kickflip front board was a little straight, kind of late turned in there.
It might be tough to lock in on the rubber, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. 7.7. New leader. Again, the leaderboard changes a lot until skaters start having 4 scores on the board.
Kind of been throwing everybody off.
Big spin front board. How's a big spin front board compared to a kickflip front board?
I think big spin front board is harder. But they're both fairly similar. You see a lot of those in contests. I just think there's more can go wrong on a big spin front board.
Yumeka got the 7-7.
Yeah.
Momiji gets the 8 even. So you could slide out of the announcer booth into the judging booth, no problem.
I don't want that job.
But if you must.
If I must. I just don't want to deal with the after party. Everybody coming up to you. Why'd you judge it this way?
Not so much of a party anymore, is
no.
it? Like,
you just get yelled at the whole time. Oh.
in the knockout round.
Just locked in heel side, and that, you know, long, mellow rail, it can happen. She actually got out of that fairly safe. It could have been worse.
SLS fans for days here in Paris. And Rayssa, Leal. Got the 6.1 in the line section. And talk about a place where she excels, single tricks.
It's a good thing she jumped off. I think it's better to not land it than to land it sketchy.
As long as she can go back and make it next try.
Yeah.
There's our judges.
Look at that, Billy's tired.
We got Kelly Hart there on the right in the red hat. We got Jimmy Gorecki, Mike Mo having a laugh, and then Big Cat, dead serious. Game face. Squad.
Those are my homies, but at the after party, wouldn't want to be there.
Scoring line in the final, in for her first attempt. Boom! Front 50 kickflip. It's amazing how consistent she has that trick. Guaranteed high score.
Yeah. It's like, it shouldn't be this consistent. But she somehow manages to hit the tail off the rail. Good every time.
8.3. Highest scoring trick so far in the final. Back to the top of the order. Second tries, single tricks. Women's final here from Paris, France. Liz Akama is in. Choice move.
Very choice move.
Talk about that.
Yeah, respect. 180, 350, back out to regular. Yeah, you can see it gently sets that truck down and then just swivels back out. A little harder to turn that out than the Harley grind, just because we have two trucks on.
That may be the first time we've seen that trick. At SLS, 5.9.
Not judged very well.
Save it for the after party.
Yeah. The only thing I can think of, though, is she has been doing very similar tricks. 180 nose grind and the run.
Fair. Yumeka Oda. No problem whatsoever. Kickflip front feeble. First crack at it. That tells the story. Come get your hugs. That was the 9.4 trick from Jacksonville, 2022.
That was a big rail in Jacksonville. This one, not as big, but that rail hubba thing is so hard to lock in for feebles. It can roll off so easy. So the fact that she flipped in and was able to hold that, very impressive. This could click it into the club. Yep.
There we go. 9.0. New leader. Yumeka Oda.
So good. Such a good flick. Locked perfect.
Momiji Nishiya coming in next. That's Funa.
We got Momiji Nishiya.
Trying to step it up. Crook down the gap hubba to nollie heel.
Funa wisely put the helmet back in.
It's the longest rail on the course. Yes. she was wobbling right up to it.
I thought so too. I was very tripped out. But I think she skates her trucks that loose.
Props to that. Maybe that's the secret. Well, that's not the secret you use for a front crook, is wobbly trucks.
My trucks aren't that loose, that's for sure.
Maybe that's her secret.
But she's low-key kind of the best at them.
She really is. She's got it down to a science. 8.8. So we've talked about injuries with Chloe and Rayssa, and Rayssa seemed to have a bit of a limp. Andrew, you got something on that?
Yeah, I was able to talk to her before we kicked things off here in the finals. The injury she's been dealing with has been happening for just a little bit now. And, you know, that time in between the knockout round and here in the finals, that's got to put some, you know, some extra strain on it. But she is someone who rises to the occasion. Can she do it right now?
Sean, you called it. Save it, come back and do it properly.
Yeah, and that's smart too. If she would have landed that one, they probably would have gave her like a 4, something really low. But yeah, front blunt shove. She's the only one doing that.
I love it. The board didn't really leave her feet. She sort of handed it off on the shove it. Just switched her feet, boom.
Yeah.
8.5. One of the highest scorers in the final. She's got more to offer. Chloe Covell in next. It's her second of 5 attempts. So consistent.
So consistent.
Nose grab firecracker.
Respect. It's good. Here we flick too. Looking good on that April board.
Good TM.
TM's pretty good at switch flips too.
7.4. France hates the 7.4. They wanted a 9. Download True Skate on your mobile and enter the live SLS Paris event. Complete all the missions in the event to unlock a virtual replica of today's championship course. Play now to skate the same course as the SLS pros. True control, true skill, true skate. Here's Akama back in. Top of the order. Trying to step it up. We saw her do the frontside big spin into the bank a few times today. Going for the big heel. Yumeka trying to follow up that 9. Crook nollie flip.
If she gets the crook nollie flip, she'd be in a really good spot.
Momiji. Third try. She takes it down the big hubba.
We got a big score. Definitely knocking on the door of the club. See that extension?
It barely finished flipping. She had to levitate.
But she, look at this flick. Boom.
Wow.
Yeah, they gotta give her a 9 for that.
And they do 9.2. Momiji now in second place, but working her way towards that top spot. Funa, a 9.0 will put her in the lead.
It's a little sticky up there.
Rayssa coming off an 8.5. This is attempt number 3. Look at the control. There's just no question.
So easy. So easy for her.
Yeah, right.
Makes it look easy. I'm really curious, what did the kickflip front board on the hover rail thing get? 8. And that was a 7.8. So they're scoring that, the rail hover, a little better than the rail next to it. Although I think kickflip front board on the rail seems scarier to me than the rubber.
Like if you're gonna sack something.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Chloe in, current leader. Ooh, trying to nollie flip of her own. Looking for her 4th score. That's not it. 2 tries left. Fourth single trick attempts coming up. We'll go back to the top of the order.
It's so hard with the crook nollie flip. If you get 2 on top, there's nothing you can do down the leverage. Dude, I love that.
Front big heel. A 6.8 puts Liz in the lead.
Frontside big spin heel flip. What I love about it is, one, that trick is not easy. So hard to do. But nobody's skating the course like she is.
.9 new leader, Liz Akama. And the crowd wanted more from the judges. They're being stingy. It's okay, they're consistent.
It's a little weird, you know. I think a big spin heel flip and a kickflip front board it's close to being the same. I would
But which one do you see more? You see way more kickflip front boards. Yumeka just looking for anything. A 2.9 puts her in the lead, so she's going to be the first skater with 4 scores posted. So she's going to have a massive lead for now, at least.
Such a good flip. Again, this is why I really like this course for Yumeka. I thought the runs definitely be a little hard for her, but she has those tricks. Kickflip front feeble, crook nollie flip. And on her Instagram recently, I saw the front crook nollie flip.
Ooh, let's get back next.
I would love to see that.
We got 1 try for it. So Yumeka, new leader, 29.6. Momiji Nishiya, the next, a 6.8, puts her in the lead. So she's going to have 1 more try. Going for that 4th score.
Momiji's been skating. Hand all wrapped up, elbows are kind of scabbed and
Super scabbed.
yeah.
Look at how close all those scores are in second, third, fourth, and all these people, all these skaters looking for their fourth scores, and they will be right up in the mix with Yumeka landing any of these tricks. This is what the crowd came out for. France is hyped. Let's go, Funa. Not getting it. And that is going to take her out of the running for the win.
Clump sliding, solid metal. It's just so hard because the wax, you either can catch sometimes where the wax is so fast, but the wax like rubs off so easy. So one will slide and be quick, and then the next one will stick. It's just so hard to judge that one.
Rayssa, 7.3, puts her in the lead. Is a major fall. She's gonna have one last try.
Rayssa's doing the Rayssa thing now.
She sure is. She is. She does it almost every time.
She wants it. She wants to win it on the last trick, not the second to last trick.
Right. Where's the drama in that?
Yeah.
Covell needs a 6.
Wow.
This is good.
This is really good. The big thing here is Chloe's gonna be in that #1 spot for the re-rack, so she will get to see what everyone throws at her. Crook got on the edge, got the leverage. A little double dribble out, but you know.
But in the end, pretty clean roll away. 8.5. The Australian with a 32.2 overall score as we head into the final single trick attempts here in the women's final from Paris, France. Stop 1 of 8 on the year. Championship points on the line. We are re-racking with 1 attempt still to go. Based on the ranking of the skaters, currently Funa Nakayama in last will skate first, followed by Rayssa, Momiji, Akama, Yumeka, and Chloe Covell will have final word. Final tries.
Rayssa coming down to her final attempt again. Looking forward to that. You know what? She's gonna need, yeah.
She needs a 9.9.
9.9.
Did you say 9.9? Funa Nakayama in next. A 9.2 puts her on the podium. That's how close this final is. Even the last place skater has a crack at the podium. Last go, right here. Talked about it. Getting hung up, trying to slide the wheels on metal. Do you ever question whether you should re-wax where you think, I might overdo it though, I might just try to power through?
Well, for me, in these contests, I always think if you make it as slick as possible, then you could just count on it sliding, being fast. That was always my take on it. Yeah.
Rayssa Leal, 2-time defending SLS champ, right here, needs a 9.9.
Just a little 9.9.
Sticks the back lip. We've seen that trick before. It's not going to score a 9.9. It will score above a 1.6, so she will move onto the podium with 4 skaters,
which
still to skate.
Is still huge going back to this point system of accumulating points to qualify for the championship.
and $1.8 million on the line this year.
1.8 mil on the line.
It's impressive. 8.8 moves her into second place. That knocked Liz Akama off the podium, but she'll have another shot. Momiji out in fifth. Liz Akama currently fourth, needs a 9.6 for the podium. Not happening. Yumeka Oda up next. She's in third place. Needs a 7.1 to take the lead from Chloe Covell and get possibly her first ever SLS win. She's the only one that can do it. She's the only one in position to knock Chloe out of that top spot. Here we go. Kid flip down the gap. Sean.
That was a questionable move. I just kickflip down the gap. You're just putting too much in the judge's hands. I don't know if that's good enough. Especially Chloe switch flipped it, and I don't think she even got into the ace.
I don't think you can win with a strategy move.
No, at that point you have to go for it, and she just kind of did it.
There you go. 5. Not even close. And Chloe Covell wins stop number 1 of the 2024 SLS Championship Tour from Paris, France.
Stitches in her knee in practice, comes out and wins it the next day.
She handled things like a boss, getting her third SLS win. First of the year, what a start. And we can go back to last year's Super Crown final. She started strong with a good run and then didn't make any tricks. In single tricks. That had to get in her head. She came back here, turned it around, takes home the win. What a start. 2024 is going to be good. Skateboarding is in good hands. And that championship trophy is too. We will talk to the winner, Chloe Covell, when we return from Paris right after this. There's another look at the winner from Paris, France. Stop 1 of the Championship Tour 2024. That's Chloe Covell from Australia. She got 2 wins. wins in 2023, starting off 2024 with a bang. Final results here from Paris. Chloe Covell up on top with a 32.2 overall score, and Rayssa Leal following her up with a 31.2, and then it's all Japan. Yumeka Oda getting that third place spot. And then Liz Akama, Momiji Nishiya, and Funa Nakayama. And our winner, Chloe Covell, is with Andrew Cannon.
Chloe, what a victory right there. An injury out here this weekend, and then you come back and take the win. How does it feel to win the first stop of the season?
I'm so stoked. I'm like lost for words. It's so crazy. Everyone out here is so supportive, and yeah, definitely one of the favorite places to come to.
You know, we talk a ton about progression in women's skateboarding, and you continue to bring new tricks. How important is that to you in your skating as we move forward with this year?
It's crazy. Like, I'm so excited to skate with the girls and all the other stops. And yeah, I think they're all killing it. They're all making the progression go up really, really fast, and I'm stoked to be a part of it as well.
Are you going to do anything fun and exciting in Paris before you leave, or are you just on to the next?
Tomorrow I'm probably going to go see like the Eiffel Tower and stuff. But yeah, it should be really fun.
Well, congratulations, Chloe. Amazing skating this weekend. Back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Andrew Cannon. What an epic stop here in Paris. Amazing skateboarding from start to finish. And a big congratulations to our women's winner, stop number 1, Chloe Covell. So for Andrew Cannon, Sean Malto, and all of us at SLS, thanks for watching. I'm Paul Zitzer.
SLS is back. SLS is back. SLS is back. SLS is back. It's a new season. It's a new season. It's a new season. It's a new season. We all around the globe. All around the globe. Paris, Tokyo. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. Get ready for the show. 2024. First things first. 7-figure purse. 1.8 million whole tour go berserk. Way more scary. Energy amazing and the crowd going crazy. Brought the streets to the league, Apex, what's that? Spot base contest added to the map. Did y'all hear what I said? Get it through your head. Brand new stops, SLS Apex. 2024, we just up the score. Are we coming to your city? I don't know, just check the tour.
A new chapter begins for SLS with the start of the 2024 Championship Tour. For stop 1 of 8, we're kicking things off from Paris, France, a European hub of culture and history and skateboarding. Today we're inside the sold-out Adidas Arena for the finals with the top 6 skaters in the world going for the win and championship points. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I am Paul Zitzer along with Sean Malto. Now Sean, we saw a crazy knockout round earlier, and we have 2 home turf champions in the building skating in the finals. We'll get to more on them in a second, but first, you've been there. You've skated in front of the home crowd before. What's that like?
I have been there before. And although it's a lot of pressure, there is no better feeling than an entire arena behind you. So I'm psyched to watch these guys skate, and I'm really curious to see how they're going to handle it.
It's going to be a great contest. Now let's take a look at the start list. Vincent Milou just squeezing in a crazy win in his knockout round, followed by Sora Shirai, then Gustavo Ribeiro, Giovanni Vianna, Nyjah Huston, and Aurelien Giraud, the other Frenchman. Bookending this final, it is going to be loud in here. Giovanni Vianna is one to watch. He's the defending Super Crown champ from last year, and he skated amazing in the knockout round. And of course, Nyjah Huston, 6-time SLS Super Crown champ. He has more wins than any skater in history, and he's looking better here in Paris than we've seen him in a long, long time.
And then that brings us to Aurelien Giraud, qualified first on only his single attempt at tricks. He had 3 9s in 5 attempts.
Incredible.
Incredible. But there's this guy, so close to winning the Super Crown last year, but Vincent Milou is a force to be reckoned with and has the tricks to take it home.
And Andrew caught up with him after that knockout round. Let's take a listen.
Yeah, guys, so I talked with Vincent, and basically I was like, Vincent, talk us through what just happened right there. He said yes, there was a lot of pressure, but the pressure wasn't the reason that he was falling on those kickflip front tails. That's obviously such a standard issue trick for him. He actually just said that obstacle specifically is really difficult for that trick, but he knew that he was not going to beat Giovanni. He was running away with it. So he went with that switch nose blunt, and then he tried to get that kickflip front tail. He said the goal was to get to mates and try to knock Kyrie out so he could get that second spot. Obviously, he did it, and I know this crowd is going to go nuts. I cannot wait to see what's in store for us. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Andrew. Now let's talk about how this finals works. With the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. There are 2 sections to Street League, the line section and the single trick section. Each skater gets 2 45-second line attempts, followed by 5 single trick attempts, and the top 4 scores count towards the final score, with a maximum of 1 line score counting, but it's not required. Those are the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. Vincent Milou's grandma is ready and hoping for a win here in Paris, France. And now it's time to meet our skaters. First, let's take a look at the schedule. This is the first stop of an incredible and expanded SLS season, starting here in Paris, France. Following it up with the first of 3 Apex stops in Las Vegas in March. And then we're moving on to San Diego, California, April 20th. And closing things out in Australia, then Tokyo, and then Sao Paulo, Brazil for the Super Crown. It's gonna be a busy year. I can't wait. Skater number 1 coming in first, just making it into this final and doing it in historic fashion. The Frenchman, Vincent Milou, looking for his first ever SLS win.
Second in from Japan. This guy, Sora Shirai, has a deep bag of tricks. One of the most exciting skaters out here.
From Portugal, the 2022 Super Crown champ, Gustavo Ribeiro. He's got tricks for days. He's got to stay on.
Getting his back in the Super Crown 2023, Giovanni Vianna, our Super Crown defending champion from Brazil.
And the 6-time Super Crown champ, 23 total wins in SLS history. Come on, it's Nyjah Huston.
The Frenchman, Aurelien Giraud, our first place qualifier. Let's see if he can take it home.
And he had a really shaky start in his first run in the knockout round, and then he came back so strong and finished. It was incredible. The backside 360 ollie kickflip.
His runs looked so bad. They looked so bad.
Don't sugarcoat it.
No. I mean, I'm sure he'll tell you. But and then he came alive in the single tricks.
And this crowd went off. And Vincent Milou yesterday in practice, he said, this crowd's gonna be crazier than the Brazilian crowd. And that's saying a lot. And so far, they've lived up to their end of the bargain. And they're gonna keep it going here in the final. Vincent Milou skating in front of his entire family. There's the family there. His grandma in the yellow sweater, his brother with the beard. Vincent in with the massive kickflip over the hip to start this men's final.
Front heel on the bank. He's so good at fitting in those tricks that actually end up meaning so much towards the end of the run.
He skates with so much power. And you can see it. Front side kickflip lift hung up on the rubber. Trying to finish strong. Switch flip from the back, coming off. That's going to do it for Vincent's first run.
It's his girlfriend right there in the leather jacket. From Copenhagen, but lives in Paris.
Those are some good cities to choose from. Look at that kickflip. Front side, mega blaster.
This switch crook is very, very dangerous.
It's a long rail and square.
Square. Can't stress that enough.
So Joe C., California Skate Parks, if you're listening, round it out.
If it's gonna be a long, mellow rail, make it round.
5.8, first run score. Sora Shirai in next. Best ever SLS finish is a second place in Jacksonville 2022 in his rookie SLS year. He's in the finals here to start things off 2024, coming off of the nollie, big spin back tail.
Remember that knockout round that he skated was probably 6 hours ago.
It's been a long day.
Yeah, he was the first heat.
Back tail, big spin fakie, bolts. Soap shoe, front board, heel dragger.
I like how he could be nervous about the front big, and then the cap back tail big spin's all good.
He's not afraid to go mid-9.
No.
They're not uncharted waters for Sora Shirai.
But settle with a 4-2.
Gustavo Ribeiro. This is a good course for Gustavo. Small-ish. Quick feet help.
There we go. Gustavo from Portugal as well. First time since London. So however long that was, 8 years that his family is watching him skate live.
Wow.
So he has his whole family in the crowd.
He's only become Super Crown champ since. Signature. Quick nollie flip. Feet together on the landing, but stays on.
AG. This guy's hustling.
Baby footboard fakie to finish it.
Twin brother right there. I like that run a lot because it was definitely good enough. Bigger flip front board fakie. He had the tricks, crook nollie flip, but he also had tricks in there like the big spin front board and the 5-0 on the rail where he could step it up. So it's good, see the score, leave some room for improvement if he needs it.
8.7. Great score to start things off.
Great score. As we learned last year, a lot of these finals have ended averaging. You need to average a 9 to win.
Giovanni Vianna, defending Super Crown champ. He won his way into SLS through Tampa Pro last year. Highest ranked non-SLS pro. And then kept it going. Super Crown champ did. In for his first run. Had a great knockout round also. Cab, front board, fakie. Giovanni is going to make his tricks. Probably can do them all fakie. He's one of the best fakie skaters on the planet. He can do it all. And he's got some new ones too.
Oh my God, his fakie pop is second to none. This board slide up, and he's going for fakie front crook without pushing.
That requires perfection.
16-foot up board slide. Straight into a fakie front crook. If he can do that.
7.2. Good enough for a second. In the mix. Nyjah Huston looked strong in the knockout round. Better than we saw him all last year.
Yeah, he didn't pick up a win last year.
Hey, he hasn't won an SLS stop since Lake Havasu 2021. Because then he got hurt in 2022. Came back 2023. Here we are. Stop one. He's in the final. Switch. Front 5-0 down that long way.
For Nyjah.
Really is.
Well, figured that tray flip out.
Nice. You talked about how he puts lines together like nobody else. He links tricks, hard tricks back to back.
Backside flip up, it's straight into a switch heel front board.
So much variety in this run also. Cab back lip fakie.
And then switch front 5 that rail. Can't think of anybody in this contest that wants to switch front 5 that rail.
Switch, heel front board. To start the final. Nyjah Huston in control. Yeah, we've been talking a lot about the French skaters today. Vincent Milou and Aurelien Giraud, but they have their work cut out going up against Nyjah, the all-time great. Aurelien took a long break from SLS. He's actually never even been on an SLS podium. And he's here skating in front of his home crowd. He delivered in the knockout round. Can he do it here in the final? Locked in front board. Under control. And finishes with a massive back 3. Can he squeeze in one more?
Still, such a good run.
It is loud in here.
This nollie backside flip as the second trick in your run, so risky. than this. Hard flip, back lip, middle of the run.
Clean. Went for the signature at the end. 9.0 even with the fall at the end. Wow. Aurelien getting it done. Here's a look back at our 2023 winners, where we started off in Chicago and it was all Brazil with Rayssa and Kelvin. Followed it up with Tokyo. Chloe Covell got her first win, and then Yuto did it in front of his hometown crowd. Moved on to Sydney, Australia. Chloe went back-to-back, and then Felipe Gustavo got his first ever SLS win. Then we moved down to Brazil. Rayssa, Leal, and Giovanni. Vianna took it home, Super Crown champs for Brazil in front of their hometown crowds. And the momentum from 2023 is still rolling as we kick off stop number 1 of our 2024 season. Let's check out the highlights from 2023 in the Look Back, presented by Yumeka. So that was a look back at 2023. Nyjah Huston did not win any of those stops, but here we are, stop number 1. Paris, France, after one run, Nyjah Huston is on top. Will he take home the win here in Paris? Stick around, we'll be back with second runs right after this. Street League Skateboarding is brought to you by Bank of Brazil, proud sponsor of SLS. By True Skate. Download True Skate and unlock the SLS Paris course to play like a pro. By the French Skateboarding Federation, proud to support SLS for its very first time in France. Welcome to Paris. And by Rumble Sports. Download the Rumble app today, your home for exclusive SLS content.
What's up, it's Vincent. I'm really excited. Street League's here, happening for the first time ever in France, home country. We're here in Paris, and some of the stuff you see here are gonna be displayed in Paris at some point after the contest. Some sculpture, some rail. I'm happy that everyone gets a little piece of it and gonna be able to skate it. We can't leave it here in the arena. And yeah, special that we get to leave some stuff behind. Rail, sculpture, usually get destroyed and maybe you use it under the contest, but you never leave it here, so. That's nice. We come here and we leave some stuff. Hopefully next year we'll leave a full skate park there. We need one. You guys need to leave a full skate park here, indoor.
Well, we're making progress here in France because the Île-de-France region is committed to promoting skateboarding here in France, and parts of this course will be donated to the city of Étampes starting next March, offering skaters the opportunity to skate on this park just like the SLS pros. It's always good to see happen. Nothing's more sad than a demolished skate park. Home turf comes with a different set of emotions. Let's hear from Vincent in this pro perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
Brand new season. I'm starting off in Paris. I love it. I'm so excited to have all my friends and family here. My family never seen me in a contest on that level. Everyone's coming this time. My grandma's here. She's been battling with cancer, And 3 years ago when she got cancer, I told her, look, I'll do my best, I'll win for you and keep out. We have her deal. And then that's it, that's the deal, now she's here, so trying hard for her. Overall, it's just amazing to have Street League coming over the ocean and come all the way to Europe. It's finally happening. I mean, Europe's so small and tight, and there's people traveling from all over Portugal, Germany, Denmark, Sweden to come check out the contest. I knew it was gonna get sold out really quick. I think the atmosphere is gonna be really different. People are excited just to watch skateboarding. And when you go to Brazil, it's different. You go to US, it's different. You come to France, you'll see it's different.
And there is the Milou family watching on from the stands, hoping to see Vincent do what he did in the knockout round here in the finals today. But there is some competition on the course. Look at the current leader, Nyjah Huston, back in the driver's seat. As we get set for attempt number 2. So back to the top of the order for second runs here in the men's final from Paris. Vincent Milou sitting in 5th place. Struggled a bit on his first line, also put it together here, coming up with that booming frontside flip over the head.
Wow, that was a really good front heel.
One of the few skaters to actually be using the obstacles on either side of the course.
Some of his go-tos are failing him.
Nails the switch crook. Coming down to the wire here. Strong finish, Vincent Milou. His second run. That kickflip front lip fall is major, though.
Major. It's a big part of his run. It's right in the middle of it. Strong start with that big kickflip. That just looked fun.
I like that. Wally 180. There's the switch crook down that long square rail.
Yeah, he traded out the switch flip front board, went with the switch nose grind.
So a lot of tricks packed into that run. One big fall right in the middle. Good enough for a 7.6, but only enough for 4th place. Gives him something to work with. Moving on. Sora Shirai. He's a trickster. He's going to want to get through this run with as high point score as he can muster. Coming off again on the nollie, big spin back tail.
Yes, Sora. Nollie big spin back tails. It's kind of his trick. Just like Vincent, kick the front lip. It's really rare to see these guys miss their go-to moves.
Sora having to call it mid-run, knowing that it's just not going to matter.
No, but Sora is, if not the best, one of the best single trick skaters.
Gustavo Ribeiro, 2022 Super Crown champ, coming off first run score of 8.7. He can do more also. Great line skating and single tricks.
Yeah, he has it all.
That's it. His first run was an 8-7. This run with a fall, realizes it's best to save it. And there's some strategy because you can't repeat tricks that you did in your line, in your single trick. So don't waste any. We're in the midst of attempt number 2 in the line section. Nyjah Huston, our current leader, as we pick things up with defending Super Crown champ Giovanni Vianna.
I think he hit that on the way up.
Sliding around a little bit, making the backboard, the fakie up the long rail. Oh! Fakie front crook. First run was a 7-2.
This run, watch this. Oh, it was the front axle hit the crossbar. I thought it was his back foot. Look at this, board slide up, barely hanging on. But his fakie pop is so good that he's still able to just get right up on top of that fakie switch front foot. And then you know he's not missing that.
It's like a backboard for the rest of us for Gio. 8.8. Great run. Puts him right up in the mix with Nyjah and Aurelien. Current leader, Nyjah Huston, trying to improve on a 9.2. So it's either got to be perfection or nothing.
I do like this format for that reason. You give Nyjah a 9-2 and then you just let him go wild. It's good for us.
Switch 5-0 balanced. On that front nose grind.
I thought he was going to nollie the belt for a second.
Oh! Missing the switch heel front board right at the end there. Nyjah. 2 amazing runs. But he's going to stick with the 9-2. With a fall at the end of his second run. There is our women's champ, Chloe Covell from Australia. Having a laugh, enjoying the moment.
$50,000. It's a good day rate right there.
For a kid.
Yeah.
Aurelien Giraud in second place. Coming off a 9. Completely missing the flick on the nollie backside flip. Still almost managed to make it.
I think, you know, that the risk, right? You're with a fall, most likely you're not going to beat a 9. Right, but you just don't want to get hurt.
And then, yeah, take another slam. He's beat up. We saw it in the knockout round. So Aurelien and Giraud still in a good position. Nyjah Huston up on top as we move on to single tricks coming up.
Skating here in Paris is just easy. You just grab your board in the morning, grab your bike, you go to the bakery, get food, get a coffee, and then you go skate. It's very typical French lifestyle. Everything's small, everything's right here, you just need to find it. Because there's so much monuments, so much history here, that everything's beautiful. It looks good on footage. It's easy to get around. I think there's a special vibe going on with Paris. Yeah, Paris looks great on footage, never gets old. It's just as simple as a trick is, you'll still have the beauty around that goes with it. You know, pushing around the city, just the footage of that just looks beautiful.
It's been fun hanging out with Vincent all week here in Paris. He's been having a blast too. Always in a great mood. His family's here supporting him. He's ripping. He's in the final.
Oh, he's the best.
And here is the current leader after the line section. He's sort of picking up here where he's left off in other years. Look back at Super Crown World Champs. Last year was Giovanni, Vianna in dramatic fashion in Brazil. Before that, Gustavo, Ribeiro from Portugal. Jagger Eaton did it in 2021. It was Nyjah, 2019, 18, 17, 6 overall. I like to go back to 2011 personally. Sean Malto.
Me too.
Yeah. We had a chance to catch up with Nyjah earlier this week. Check it out in this Pro Perspective presented by Cup Noodles.
Yeah, I'm stoked. Another SLS season. I think it's cool we're adding in some more stops. I think it's something we all have been waiting for it to get to that point because it's Street League. It's f***ing sick. Compared to a lot of other contests I've skated before, it's Street League it's good vibes. Everyone's having a good time out there and all the homies out there pushing each other. Literally every single contest, you see the women progressing, you see them bringing out new tricks, and it's actually crazy how fast they've progressed so much. I think Rayssa really helped push that progression a lot, and I can only imagine where it's going to be in like 5-10 years. There's just non-stop progression, non-stop ways to challenge yourself. Doesn't matter how good you are. There's always new tricks to learn, always new spots to skate. That's skateboarding right there, best thing ever.
There he is, Nyjah Huston, current leader as we go into single trick attempts here in the men's final from Paris. Re-racking the start list based on rankings after the line section. Sora Shirai will be coming in first. And then Vincent Milou, he's got ground to make up here, doing it for the fam. Then Gustavo Ribeiro, Giovanni, Vianna, Aurelien, Giraud, and Nyjah Huston have the final crack at it. Now let's talk about how SLS Finals works with the basics, brought to you by Tech Deck. There's 2 sections of Street League. We just saw the line section. Each skater had their 2 45-second line attempts. Now they're going to get 5 single trick attempts anywhere on the course. Their top 4 scores count towards their final score with a maximum of 1 line score, but it's not required. Even if somebody got double zeros on both lines, they could still win with 4 hammers in the single tricks. Shout out to Jeff Rowley tuning in. He says, gnarly finals. And when Jeff calls it, you know it. Sora Shirai.
Jeff Rowley, one of the gnarliest to ever do it.
Indeed. Nollie big, back tail, big, fakie. There's Kareem Campbell in the crowd getting psyched.
Got a bunch of legendary pro skaters tuning in. Nollie, big spin, back tail, big spin. And somehow he just has that one. In the knockout round, first try, finals, first try.
Yes, sir. You knew that one was coming. 9.3. And Vincent Milou is now in 6th place. What we're looking at here is a need for him to make at least 3 of the best tricks of his life, preferably 4.
So he's building the pressure. He's gonna have to go 4 in a row.
Gustavo Ribeiro. Steady killing it. Coming off an 8-7. Wow. 360 flip, front feeble.
Front feeble. See, this is what I'm talking about. This progression. Just do a big tray flip front board. Do a tray flip front feeble.
Incredible.
I don't see that very often. That's got to put him up in the club. Whole family psyched.
Portugal represent. It's a crowded club.
It's getting crowded.
9.2.
It's so impressive. Not only does he get the tray flip to whip so fast, he can pop it so high.
Giovanni Vianna had an 8-8 in his second run. Solid start. Cab front blunt fakie stomped.
Stomped. It's a little nod to Chris Cole right there. He's the first person. He's the first person I've ever seen do it. Cab up and over, front blunt fakie. Brought to you by Bank of Brazil.
Nine. Good work, Gio. On the march.
Do you get paid getting into 9 Club? Is there a bonus for 9 clubs? There used to be. There used to be.
Oh, I don't know. Gonna have to ask Andrew.
They might go broke after this finals.
Aurelien up next, skating a little sore today. Andrew, what's up?
Yeah, I talked to him. He fell yesterday in practice doing the kickflip back lip down that long rail, and then he just did it again in his last run. So, said he's going to take a few days off after this, but he's going for it.
Signature Aurelien, hard flip back 180.
I love it. I'm sore. Let me just jump off the highest thing in the skate park.
This is what he does.
That hard flip went a little more vertical, I feel like, than he's used to. That back foot took a long time to get there.
He had to reel it in. Just nines. Good stuff. Crowd is getting the show.
I mean, that's all last year, averaging a 9 to win.
4 9s in a row in single trick section. Nyjah Huston. If anybody can keep it going. this guy. There you go. Switch heel front tail. And you know, Sean, you mentioned earlier he was running that quite a bit last year, but it seemed like he was leaving that one to try to win it with that at the end. This time he comes out first go, puts it down.
Yeah, I'm almost, I'm curious if he messed that up. I wonder if he was trying the switch heel 5-0 180.
8.8.
Because I think the switch heel front 5 180 scores higher. But I guess he still has that in his bag if he needs it.
We got Sora Shirai.
We saw that one go down in the knockout round. Gets a little short on the way around. See if he goes back to it. But first, Vincent Milou. It's time. If it's gonna happen, it's gotta happen soon.
Switch flip, switch back lip. He made sure to get all the way over to that front truck. He wasn't leaving anything to chance on that one. A 9. Switch flip back lip.
He's in it.
Thinks Shane O'Neill will be looking at that one. They're scoring 9s for switch flip back lips. He could do well here.
Five out of the 6 tricks landed here in the finals. The 9s. Setting the bar high. Gustavo Ribeiro. See if he can keep the streak alive.
But this is, I know it didn't work out for him, but like, this is where it's real. You can't do anything. You can't even attempt anything that's not going to be a 9. It's just a waste of your time. If you want a chance to win this thing, you have to try to get 9s.
Giovanni Vianna. I mean, that trick's got legs. He's going to be able to ride that one for a long time because it's so good. Fakey, front side, 180 to backsmith.
Yeah, he has the pop to make that one consistent and easy, but nobody else has that. I've seen 2 people do that trick in my life. Giovanni Vianna and Max Schaff on a vert ramp.
Nice, good call. Aurelien Giraud up next. And this was the unveiling of the Aurelien Giraud wax figure at Museum Gravon here in France. Sean, you were there.
I was there. It was really trippy. There's like 5 people in the theater, and the seats were wax figures. It's amazing, but incredible work of art. Those guys, they make it so realistic. It's cool.
He might have been going for the 360 flip front feeble also.
I think so. That's what it looked like, at least.
Definitely seen him do that trick. And Nyjah needs an 8.9 to move into the lead. If he's even half smiling, you know you got trouble ahead.
Yeah.
You're skating against him.
Solid.
Switch crook.
I've seen him do this trick a fair amount of times, and that was one of the better ones that he's done. Locked in, perfect. Popped out.
And just one of the things that makes Nyjah's skating so lethal is how many tricks he can go to like that. We had no idea what he was about to try. Could have been anything.
Yeah, he has a deep bag of tricks for sure.
Download TrueSkate on your mobile and enter the live SLS Paris event. Complete all the missions in the event to unlock a virtual replica of today's championship course. Play now to skate the same course as the SLS pros. That's TrueSkate. Let's shout out some French legends. Lucas Puig, Bastien Salabanzi.
JB Gillet.
Yeah.
One of my favorites.
Jeremy Dacklin, OG.
JJ Russo?
Oh yeah, JJ Russo. Maybe Al Baglio, honorary. Half Australian, half French, but long tradition of rippers here in France. They got a lot of great plazas, a lot of marble. It's great, great
French
city.
connection.
Paris. Gabriel Rodriguez. Sorry, Gabriel Ribeiro. Brother.
Both legends.
All right, Sora Shirai back in. Wow, there we go. Front 180, fake and grind, 180 out, bolts.
And that's the thing with Sora. His tricks, like this, front side 180, switch back nose grind all the way around. He has these tricks, and he has them fairly consistent too, so he can do this. He's in third with a 4.2.
Yeah, he could squeeze in there. If he keeps this up in single tricks, all of a sudden, last try, he's gonna need like a 6 to win. You will say, where did that come from? Well, a 9-3 and a 9-3. He gets one more of those, and he's gonna be in a good spot. Vincent Milou trying to work his way out of the basement. That is pretty much gonna seal Vincent's fate. Probably not gonna be able to win here unless he comes up with some all-time highs in his final tries. Gustavo Ribeiro coming in. Needs a 9-3 to take the lead.
Those are two perfect tries right under his feet. Just barely slipping out on both of them.
He knows it. He wants those back. Defending Super Crown champ needs a 0.4 to move into the lead. Oh, that's that new trick we're hearing about. Talk through that one.
I mean, I've never seen that before. Frontside half capping away from the rail to backboard.
Needs a 9.1. Aurelien Giraud skating in front of the hometown crowd. question?
He could not have done that any better. Look at this hard flip. Balanced the nose grind. Held the landing.
Yeah, that was like, hey, how you like me now? Wax figure style out. New leader, Aurelien Giraud, doing it for his home country.
So good. So clutch. Exactly what he needed. When all else fails, go to the hard flip.
But Nyjah Huston, it's not good to have him coming for you. Kareem Campbell, legend of all legends.
I've never seen Nyjah do that one in a contest, I don't think.
That's why he's the best. He can just bring it out. He's got to make it. All right, Sora Shirai, he's on a roll. 2 attempts left.
I wanted to see what that would be like to have his last attempt, but barely missing that back 180 switch front crook.
Yeah, that was a hugely important score based on that 1 run score of a 4-2. Vincent having the weekend he hoped for, but he needs these last 2. He doesn't get it. It's not gonna happen. But come on. Respect.
Respect. Vincent also did his job. He came in here, he qualified to the finals to be able to skate in front of this sold-out crowd, so should be real proud of himself for that.
Gustavo Ribeiro coming up short. It's coming down to the wire. The last 3 in these 4th attempts are holding the podium spots. Still 100% up for grabs.
Again, almost a good thing that he bailed that one.
It's going to come down to his last try.
Yeah, you don't want to land that one sketchy. You want to do that perfect. Get the score it deserves.
Skating for all of France right here. A sold-out arena in Paris. This is the final, stop 1. He does it again. He did it in the knockout round, and he does it here again in the final.
How is that a go-to move? I just don't understand that. That's amazing. Backside 360 kickflip. The tiniest bit of hand touch.
I think that hand touch is overridden by the noise in this arena.
If they don't give him a 9, we might have to get security detail on the judges.
His 4th 9 of the final, 9.2. Aurelien Giraud now with an absolutely massive lead.
it kind of sank on him a little bit too, and he just caught up with it. When your worst score you put up is a 9.0, that's the worst you've done. That's amazing.
City of Love, giving out kisses for tricks. Nyjah Huston now needs a 9.4 for the lead, but anything better than that 8.8 is going to help him going into the final trick attempts for sure. So look for a score better than an 8.8, but shooting for a 9.4. Pressure will be on now. Final tries. Sean, what do you got?
And I'm curious if that is going to be a 9.4.
Aurelien Giraud stays in the lead. And we're going to re-rack for the final single trick attempts here in the men's final from Paris, France. Stop 1 of 8 for the 2024 SLS Championship Tour. We like to build a little bit of a suspense for you guys at home. It's coming. Vincent Milou will be coming in first, followed by Gustavo, Ribeiro, Sora, Shirai, Giovanni, Vianna, Nyjah, and Aurelien Giraud. Last try here in the final. But somebody's going to have to do something large to take the lead and the win from Aurelien Giraud. Vincent Milou, final try, trying to get something done for the crowd. Respect. Gustavo Ribeiro, and there's his brother, Gabriel Ribeiro, looking on. Needs a 9.3 to move into second. A 9 puts him on the podium. A 9.3 puts him in second.
I mean, that's probably the best one he's ever done. That was perfect. Crook, nollie varial heel, bolts. I mean, that's right on that 9.3 bubble.
So Nyjah Huston is currently in second place. Is he going to stay there? No, he's not. Gustavo Ribeiro gets what he needed. The 9.3 moves into second place. Perfect. Sora Shirai in 5th place.
All right, I want to see this nollie big spin switch front crook. Been hearing about it all weekend. Come on.
Nope. Reigning Super Crown champ in 4th, just off the podium. Doesn't need much to change that. Doesn't get it done.
That's a new one for Gio. I could only assume before this season's over, that's going to be his go-to.
Nyjah Huston needs a 9.4 for first, trying to get his first win at SLS since Lake Havasu 2021. What a moment for Aurelien to make that happen today.
What a legend. Came in here, hometown crowd.
First the wax figure, and now backing it up with the win to start the 2024 SLS Championship Tour.
All the press, all the interviews, the expectations, and he came in and delivered.
Making his way back onto the course, getting the trophy from Vincent. Aurelien Giraud, Paris, France, winner. Street League Skateboarding has been brought to you by Monster Energy, Unleash the Beast, by Cariuma, Old School Sneaker, New School Ethics, and by Tech Deck, Start Small, Go Big. You could not have written a better story about this first stop here from Paris with Aurelien Giraud. The Frenchman, with all the pressure, the talk, the interviews, the attention, and starting off sketchy in the knockout round, and then just getting better throughout the day, making it to the final, and then coming out with his first ever, not only first ever podium, first ever SLS win, and he is with Andrew Cannon.
Aurelien, talk us through the pressure. The entire arena was going crazy. You had to make that trick, and then you pulled the backside 360 flip. How did you feel rolling up to that?
That's crazy. The vibes, the crowd, like the energy was super, like I never saw that in my whole life for real. So yeah, I was like, I have to do it for them, you know, and they gave me motivation, and yeah, at least I landed. I need to land it, and I landed, so I'm more than happy.
Now, you've won a lot of contests in your day, but you are winning your first ever SLS in front of your home crowd here in Paris. What does this victory mean to you?
You're gonna make me cry. No, that's crazy. You know, I've been watching Street League since I'm a kid. I always dreamed about this victory, and to get it in France, in front of my crowd. I can't even I got no words to describe that. I'm so I'm on the cloud right now.
Well, savor the victory. Congratulations. Your winner here in Paris.
Congratulations goes out to Aurelien Giraud, taking home the win. Here's a look at the 2024 schedule. It is off to an incredible start. We couldn't have asked for more here from Paris. And we've got a full schedule ahead all the way through to December. Points will be building all the way to the Super Crown. $1.8 million on the line.
7-figure purse.
So it has been an incredible start to the 2024 season, and congrats to all the finalists, especially our winners here today, Chloe Covell and Aurelien Giraud. That'll do it for Stop 1. For Andrew Cannon, Sean Malto, and everyone at SLS, I'm Paul Zitzer. Thanks for watching. See you next time from Las Vegas.